Hi, I'm Aly Dosdall for We Are Memory Keepers, and I'm going to share a fun project with you using the Works All-in-One tool. We're going to be making an interactive card that has an angled pocket and a fun little tag that inserts inside. And what I love about the Works All-in-One tool is I only need this one tool to do all of my cutting, my scoring, making my tag, and anything else that I need to do. So let's get started. We're going to start with a piece of paper here. It's just a scrap, and I'm going to cut it down to 8.5 long by 5.5 tall. So we're starting with 5.5 inches, which is right there. And then we'll do the 8.5. And for that, I'm going to slide this arm out so I can measure 8.5 inches. All right, and now we're ready to score. And all you need to do to score is take this piece and flip it over, and you'll have a nice edge there to put your card against. And I'm going to pull out my scoring tool, and we're going to score that at 4.25, which is the halfway point on the card. All right, easy. And then we're going to fold it over, and I'm going to use my bone folder to just get a nice good crease there. All right, once we're done with that, we're going to cut the angle on the pocket. So to do that, we've got to pull out this guide in the back. And this guide, you can do banners, you can do envelopes, you can do tags. So what we're going to do is we're going to line the tag arrow up on the board with the tag arrow on the guide. And we're going to place that right there. And then I'm going to slide this in. Got to flip this over first. So we're back to cutting. There we go. And then we're going to slide this in upside down so that we can get the cut the right direction. And what I want to do is I want my cut to end right at the crease here at the top. And so I'm going to line it up on this guide and make sure that it's not moved over at all. All right, so I've got that ready, and I'm just going to slide down. And now we've got a nice little pocket that we can insert our tag into. So I'm going to take my adhesive, and I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive right here on the edge, down here on the bottom, and then we're good to go. And that's just a little angled pocket for our tag. All right, so let's get started on the tag. We're going to put that aside for a minute. I've cut a 3 by 4.5 piece of paper, and now we're going to make a perfect tag using the board. I'm going to bring this arm back down, and I'm again going to line the tag arrow up on the guide and the board, and I'm going to cut, let's see, we're going to do this top part here, and I'm going to line this up at 1.5 inches, and then I'm going to cut. Flip it over and do the same thing. Just line up. And there are extension lines here so you can get that right exactly where you want it. And then we've got a perfect tag, and all we need to do is punch a hole in the top of the tag. So we're going to use these alignment guides to center that tag and then punch the hole at the top. Perfect tag. All right, so now what we're going to do is stamp on this tag. So I'm going to remove the guide. First, we've got to get the magnets. Here's a little secret, guys. Underneath here, there are magnets because this board is magnetic. So, and that's what holds your tag down. So I'm going to place this here. We're going to put these down at the bottom to just hold it into place. And then what I like to do is take my stamps, and I'm using some cute Amy Tangerine stamps to make my tag. And this is going to be a thank you tag. So I'm going to pull off the thank you, and then I want to add a few little hearts. So what I do is I place the stamps on my tag with the inking side down and just arrange them exactly where I want them to be. And then I'm going to take my stamping platform right here that's magnetic, and I'm going to press down and pick up those stamps. And I've got them exactly where I want them. So now I'm ready to ink. And I'm going to use these Vicky Bouton inks, the Color Wheel inks. These are my favorite inks. They're super juicy. And we're going to ink that up really nicely. Make sure I have some good coverage. And if I don't, guess what? With this tool, just like the Precision Press Advanced, you can go back over and re-ink, and it'll be exactly in the same place. So let's check out what we're gonna do here. Oh, see, we missed a little spot, no problem. Back down and do it again. And it goes exactly in the same spot. Perfect. All right, so now that we've stamped that, we're gonna add a little pattern paper on the tag down at the bottom to balance out that pretty stamped sentiment. And then I want to add a little border as well, right there. And then we're going to add a couple of embellishments and a little bit of ribbon that we've already cut. All right. And there's the tag. And you can obviously embellish the front of the tag. So I'm going to show you how I did that with my original. I just used some pretty Dear Lizzie flowers and put those on and a couple of pieces of ephemera. And your card is done. And you only had to use the one tool, the Works All-in-One tool. So thanks for joining me. I'm Aly Dosdall for We Are Memory Keepers.